This gentleman is also going to be receiving the Pioneer Award later on this program. He comes from Peconic, Michigan. I hope I said that right. Make him welcome right now, Mr. Tim Rowley.
Thank you, Dave. It's my privilege to introduce the next inductee to the Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame. And he comes to us through the gospel portion of our Hall of Fame because he is a gospel singer and a good one. I'll read a little bit of the bio. It says 30 years. Well, I happen to know it's well over 30 years. Lynn Morgan has shared his God-given gifts with audiences throughout the United States and Canada. His unique vocals, songwriting, and guitar skills, along with his world-renowned visual art, have given Lynn many opportunities to tell the gospel story. If you ever buy a Lynn Morgan album, and he's got up many, many different albums that he's recorded, you will see his artwork on the jacket. With not only music fans, but art buyers all around the world, Lynn has inspired thousands to a deeper walk with Jesus. Those 30-plus years have only added fuel to the flame of inspiration to keep telling the wonderful salvation story. And of course, we know there's no greater story than the gospel. Lynn says bringing hope to a world in turmoil is a challenge for all who ever enter into this daunting task. He says he believes his work can only be realized through a deep and abiding obedience and desire to take on God's great commission, taking his love to a needy world. Christ said, go and preach the gospel to every nation, and Lynn's trying to do it. And we're all thankful that God has chosen Lynn to be a part of that great plan. I've personally been knowing Lynn many years, having grown up north of Gladwin, Michigan. As many of you know, there's a lot of good pickers from up in the Gladwin way, Gladwin County up in that way. And I might add, Lynn graduated high school with Jerry. A lot of you folks didn't know that Jerry graduated high school, but he did, and so did Lynn. But I've had the privilege of off and on playing music with Lynn, traveling with him a little bit back when I was a lot younger, being on some of his albums as a musician. He's a wonderful man, good Christian man. He sets a wonderful example in this world. He's, well, let me put it this way. We're good friends. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for him. Absolutely nothing I wouldn't do for him. And there's absolutely nothing he wouldn't do for me. So we go through life doing absolutely nothing for one another. But no, it's the truth. I couldn't more highly recommend a candidate for the Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame than I can this gentleman. So if you'll come on up, Lynn Morgan from Gladwin, Michigan.